Last time on 100 Days, it took me by a loop. I mean, I did not expect to get this done. This was an incredibly hard accomplishment. I mean, I had to wait and completely change up my playstyle. I wanted to do so many things but couldn't, because if I risked dying, it was all over. It was just crazy. It was crazy. Now, I know this series is like a boss, but I gotta tell you guys, this ain't gonna be like the first 100 days. This is gonna be completely different because we are already established. We have to take on feats even harder than the first 100 days. Guys, I gotta tell you, I'm a little scared because it's really, really soon. But you guys asked and you shall receive. I shall deliver because this series has changed my life. And it's all because of you guys. So, without further ado, if you're ready, I'm ready. Because we are returning back to the Crits compound. 100 more days. 24 hours of gameplay. This is I survived 200 days in hardcore Minecraft. We have officially returned to the Crits compound. Goddamn. Seems like I was just here. I definitely want to have adventures in other settings in the future, but right now, the Crits compound is where it's at. So, I wanted to start with a project that I didn't have time to make last time around in the first 100 days. The Pillager Farm, or Raid Farm, or whatever, you know. I realized when I got there, I didn't want to do this first at all. Like, I wanted an elytra. And I don't know why I wanted an elytra first, but I just wanted the elytra. Like, you know, the Ender Dragon was gone, the end seeders are open. I wanted an elytra, you know. So I was definitely going to get this out of the way over everything, because getting an elytra, okay, that's a bitch. That's a bitch of a task right there, right? Getting that was so scary. I was either going to get it out of the way early or not have a 200 days because I died trying to do it. So we were going to get this straight out of the way. I made an ender chest in case my inventory got too full. You know, the shulker boxes, obviously I have to go to End City, so I don't have that yet. But in case I needed it, I made one. For whatever reason, though, the iron farm was not working. So I put a block in front of the zombie and broke it, and that seemed to fix it. I made my way to the stronghold, which I knew exactly where it was from my journey. I totally knew where it was. So I saw the other outpost, which I completely forgot about. So yeah, that made looking for one during the first 100 days extremely pointless. I was starting to believe I didn't actually know where it was. I was traveling for a long time, and damn, I guess I didn't know where this thing was. Shocker. Days 101 to 105, Jesus Christ. I was having the worst time finding this thing. But I realized this way I traveled seemed familiar. It was on the tip of my tongue, okay? This looked familiar. I came up for air and saw this boat. Okay, this was mine, obviously. But thank God I left it here, because otherwise I would have never known this was the spot of the stronghold. I knew for sure I was in the right place now. Very soon after that, I found it and actually saved the cores this time, you know, like a smart person. My portal to the end city was over to the void, so I was definitely going to change that. Remember, I didn't go in the end city at all. Once I beat the dragon, I was outie 5000. I was done, and I didn't know that it was over the fort, so obviously I was going to plug that up. After that, I finally entered the portal. I used my block building strat to look for a city, and I saw one. I didn't know if it had a ship, but I saw one. I stupidly threw my pearl, and that cost me some hearts. It seemed like I traveled forever. Like, it seemed like I traveled for days on days, which, yeah, kind of technically I did, but not at this point, you know? And I finally got there. I killed both shulkers and I got both the shells, so we can make at least one box as of right now, because I didn't know how many cities I was going to find. It took forever to find another city because obviously that one had no ship. I didn't know if this one had a ship or not either, but it looked big enough. You can never be sure though. It didn't have one. It didn't have one at all. I was still going to raid it though, obviously. I raided it and ended up with 12 shulker shells after that. I jumped down because feather falling 4. Well, why not? I turned and saw this. One right across from this one. Okay, if this one didn't have it, it was just bad luck at this point. I traveled there, and it did not have it. It did not have one. But for the third time, I turned around, and another one ahead. And you know what they say? Third time's a charm. So on day 103, I found an end city with a ship. I got the elytra and the head. I raided a little, and before I turned to leave, I just checked for the hell of it, and oh my god. 4 in a row. I had to travel for the flex. I had to do it, even though it was hardcore, and if I died, everything was gone. There was no need for backup tools and armor. I still did it for the flex. But guys, a 5th. Jesus. I was gonna save the rest of the loot for later and get back home. I got back, and I slept. Day 106, I was trying to figure out why the villagers weren't acting right, and I goofed. I didn't want to go through putting him back up there. Not again. So, I committed a crime. Don't hate me. Day 107, I gathered wood for sticks to trade and get some mending, and I achieved that goal. Day 108 through 109, I wanted Unbreaking 3 as well for the elytra, obviously. I had no luck and ran out of patience, so I just wanted to get some blocks to build the creeper farm. I went in the mines and I actually found diamonds in a familiar spot. Wow, this was sitting here since the last 100 days. I actually got done getting the 7 stacks of blocks when I remembered we had a crap ton of blocks on standby. Yeah, I waste so much time. I started to smelt the cobble and went to find an Unbreaking book again. I passed an Infinity book on accident. Triple wow. I got Unbreaking 2, which was good enough for me at this point, and I took flight for real, for the first time, to get some wood. Day 110 through 115, I put Unbreaking 2 on my wings and waited for my blocks to smelt. I was gearing up to build the creeper farm, and we needed that for rockets. I was building this thing. I mean, I was building like Bob. I had a problem with the cat. She didn't want to go teleport with me. I don't know. In real life, cats do whatever the hell they want to do. So I guess Minecraft just decided it was an amazing feat to make them do the exact same thing. I mean, I didn't have this problem with dogs at all. So I had to build this farm if I wanted to use my elytra more. So I gathered my patience. I ended up having to lead her all the way over. Like, come on. So I built this thing some more, and when I got to the roofing, yeah, I ran out of bricks, so I just used cobblestone slabs. I mean, dude, I was too close. So I know it's tacky, but hey, I'll fix it another time if I feel like it. On day 115, I built up an AFK for like 2 seconds, and it was working. We were getting gunpowder. This is the first time I've ever built a gunpowder farm in Minecraft Survival. So I wanted to go back, make some rockets, and fly back in AFK for a day or two. Day 116 through 118, I made some more rockets and flew back to the creeper farm. Day 19 or 119. I'm sorry, this isn't my first time doing this. I'm a professional. I made more rockets and traded to get XP to heal my elytra since we didn't have a farm. So I wanted to make the Enderman XP farm. Day 120, I wanted to turn a villager into a zombie villager to get better trades. Preferably a hatchet, but I didn't exactly grab the right hatchet, I don't think, so we're just gonna name another guy hatchet. It's fine. I went to the nether because I needed blaze rods. I came back and figured out the recipe for a potion of weakness. Bruh, I was struggling with this. Day 121, I wanted to set up to convert the villagers, or villager. This took a little longer than I thought. I was doing it the dummy way. Okay, this wasn't the pro way. I'll just say that. So I eventually got it, and all I had to do was wait. This would give us amazing stick trades. At least that's what I thought. Day 122, I was still waiting for this guy to convert. He finally did, and the trade was okay, I guess. I mean, I did all this for this. What is it, like 4 minus 4, something like that? Jeez. I'd probably play around and see if I could convert him again and get even lower trades. I don't know. Next, I needed blocks to build an enderman farm because I need a way for XP to heal my stuff for mending. That's what mending's for. It's day 122 and I still have no XP farm. Day 123, I was still collecting blocks. I was ambushed by so many mobs. Day 124, I chopped wood all day for sticks. Day 125 through 128, I used our new guy to get emeralds and trading. That doesn't make any sense. Why did I write that? I ended up getting the librarian to master level and getting a name tag for the enderman farm. I started gearing up for the end trip to build the farm since I got the hardest resource out of the way. The elytra, of course. On day 128, I set off to the end again. Does that rhyme? I don't know. When I got to the end, I had to farm for ender pearls. That took forever. Like if you guys wanted to see an unconversion of that, like Zemo dancing in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, just let me know and I'll make it into a quick short. But it took forever with no looting. And I couldn't use my sword because of fire aspect. I started to begin the farm and I was afraid of falling, even though I had my elytra. It's still scary, man. I didn't like this little tiny island because it had enderman spawning on it, and that could mess up my rates so bad, so I took them out. On day 130, I finished the farm, and now I needed sweeping edge. I'm so picky. Day 131, I got the luckiest enchant of my life. I headed back to the farm to try it out, and oh my god. I spent like that whole day just getting levels. Day 132, I returned home only to leave again to find netherite. Yes, it was time. I wanted to get looting on my sword. I wanted it. So I was trying to do that before I left. But nighttime makes everything so hard. So I just slept. Day 133, I was still trying to get looting. I got looting 2, which was better than nothing. So I took it. I went into the nether and had a bad time at first. But then I found 4 debris next to each other. This had to be good luck. I found a good amount and headed back. Day 134 through 135, we made our first 2 netherite items and it felt so good. I went to AFK at the creeper farm because, you know, why not? During the night of day 135, I left from AFKing and checked out how much I got, and I wasn't disappointed. Day 136, I went to the pillager outpost after chopping down some sugarcane, which, by the way, I need to make a bigger farm. A better farm. A bigger and better farm. I realized I was still lacking some materials to make this thing, so I had to get glass and the iron I needed. This magma cube almost knocked me into lava. I got all the sand for the glass and now I had to pass a little time, so I decided to take down that iron farm because it was not working, and I knew one reason why. There were other beds around the farm, so it was messing with it. I'm such an idiot. But I wanted to build a better one anyway, so I'm not too sad about it. I got that done pretty fast and let the villager into his house. I slept. Day 137, I got channeling from a villager, but it did not do what I wanted it to do. So that was a waste. Day 138 through 140, I decided that I wasn't going to make a bad omen farm because I felt like that was also a waste of time. Instead, I would just make the raid farm, which is a lot easier. So to start, I had to find a nice spot with the villager. I found a spot that was pretty close to my house, which I hope this wasn't a mistake, and cleared the area out some. Okay, so this tutorial I was using was bad. Alright, maybe I was just dumb, but I felt like this was an unclear tutorial, and I'm not even going to include it because I don't want to feel like I'm bashing the guy. I mean, a lot of people understood the tutorial. I just didn't, okay? I didn't like it. Just my opinion, so I had to try my ass off to figure it out. I got so mad I quit in real life. Fuck that farm. I just didn't care anymore. Screw it. Day 140 through 142, I came the next day in real life, and I was shooting on my actual birthday, April 3rd. So, hip hip hooray. Can everybody comment happy birthday on April the 3rd? I was getting materials for a different raid farm since I failed so hard at first. I had almost everything except for, you guessed it, glass. I took all my damn glass to the villager outpost, so I had to get that. I built this thing in no time. I ran into some blocks, like falling into a ravine, of course. Fighting mobs down there, struggling to build my own makeshift dropper, and oh yeah, getting overrun by even more mobs during the night of 142, you know? That's my favorite hobby. Day 143 through 144. I was almost done with this thing. I put the finishing touches in, and wow, we finished it. I couldn't believe it. I've never built one of these before. Somehow my villager also got turned, so it's a good thing I had potions on standby. I encased them with glass so that wouldn't happen again. I went to the mines to get Obi, and there was a villager there. What the hell? I relocated my portal so I could have just one. But I didn't realize that I could just take the obsidian from this. Yeah, I wasn't thinking. I went to get some bad omen and then test this thing out. It was working. This raid was lasting so much longer. I think since I killed 2 captains, that's why it was lasting longer. I don't know. After I was finally done with the raids, I acquired Hero of the Village. Since everyone wanted to point out that I didn't get it, implying that I was cheating, I wasn't cheating. You can't get Hero of the Village if all the villagers die, but they can't get to my villager that's in the farm. So, boom, in your faces, I got Hero of the Village. Lots of people were concerned that I cheated because I didn't get it when I did an original raid during my first 100 days, but that was because the villagers died, like I said. I wanted to trade with this guy because it was just too good. I went to chop down trees just to have a good amount of sticks to trade. I traded with the new hatchet, and goddamn, this boy was amazing. After that, doing the raids was so much fun, I wanted more. And it was time to slay some pillagers the fun way. By the end of 145, I had Bad Omen 4. Guess what? Man, I died 5 times because I was an idiot and AFK'd and let all these guys build up. Let the witches give them health potions and everything. I concluded the raid, and man, I was so exhausted after that. No more raid farm for a minute. Yeah, that didn't last long. I just wanted to stock up on totems. So I went to get more Bad Omen. But first, I decorated the raid farm because goddamn those guys getting stuck up top made it a pain. And this supposedly would stop that, or at least help it. I don't know. That's what the guy told me. I had the scare of my life when I entered the nether. And I mean, my god. Killing that guy for whatever reason gave me Bad Omen. Maybe because he just wasn't a regular pillager and had a captain thing banner. I don't know. I had to do this raid real quick. When I looked, holy crap. I didn't know how many saddles I had from this thing. Oh my god. This was the easiest way to get these things. I would build like a huge horse farm and donkey farm and stuff like that, like pins and stuff like that. That would be awesome. At one point, someone got stuck up there, or at least that's what I thought. This goddamn witch was swimming in lava. Really? I had to kill her, which took part of my mental and physical health. I had to go back up again for another witch, but that one just, finally dropped down as I went up. Of course they did. I was only waiting down there for 10 minutes. I got back down to kill her, and this damn creeper blew up and gave me a heart attack. Literally had to go to the hospital. Day 149, I went to the nether to get nether gold to turn all of my carrots into golden carrots, because apparently those were good on saturation. I made my gold carrots when I got back and traded for some arrows with a new hatchet. I went back to the nether after doing some human yard work and decided to dig for netherite because, yeah, That TNT and bed shit, it doesn't work for me. It was a little hectic getting down to the right level, but I found other right almost instantly. I went back to the overworld, and because I felt that since I mined a good amount, I could use some beds to make it quicker. At least I hoped. Day 150, I got a lot of wool to make some beds. I didn't have any good luck with the beds, as per usual, so I got more bad omen and did more raids because addiction. On day 151, I was flying through the raid, and Jesus Christ, I was getting so loaded. I started to think I just wouldn't ever die. I got Hero of the Village 3, which I didn't even know was possible, and went to sleep. Well, that didn't even end up happening because of this ridiculous herd of mobs, so I didn't actually go to sleep. I just stayed up fighting them. Yeah, I also tried to cure a zombie villager, and that didn't go well. I'm just not skilled enough, okay? Day 152, I had enough in total for 2 more netherite ingots, so I put on my leggings and put them on my sword as well. I saw my mending trades was cheaper, but I kind of want it cheaper than that, so I would want to turn this guy and cure him again, just for the hell of it. I grabbed all the emeralds I knew about just to have them nearby, I guess. I also grabbed all my totems, which, my god, I have so many goddamn totems. I honestly don't even know what to do with them. They're so easy to get now. I was preparing to turn my mending guy into a zombie villager, and that part was easy, but my god, why did I make this so hard? It was such a small space to where I couldn't kill the zombie without damaging the villager, so you can only imagine how long this took. But I finally got him. On the morning of day 153, I was almost blown up by a creeper. After that, I waited for the villager to convert and made an item frame. I then found out my map just glitched away, so yeah, that's cool, I guess. I placed a totem inside the frame, one of the most ultimate flexes. I accidentally almost burned my villager when I removed the dirt, but by the grace of the Minecraft gods, he actually turned seconds after that. Look at this shit. 1 emerald for mending. I bought 12 at one time. This was so satisfying after all the hard work. I mean, gosh, I was so overpowered. I didn't even need all this mending. This would come in handy in a regular survival world where I would die and respawn and would need backup armor, but I just bought it for the flex. Day 157. Yeah, this is awkward. I actually sat here and recorded the voiceover for this day, and yeah, I forgot to record again. And you know what else? It's literally almost exactly what I did during the first 100 days, almost exactly around the exact same time. Anyway, so what all happened was I got some materials for the entrance to the new facility. I terraformed the mountaintop, and I just basically did that. That's what I did. Day 158, after replacing the dirt in place of all that stone, I started to come up with an idea in my head for the entrance thing. I came up with something really cool in terms of schemes that matched with Acacia. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I put some cobble in the furnaces so I could make some smooth stone slabs to kind of add to it a little bit. I did some farming of crops while I waited. Day 159 through 161, I got a Silk Touch trader because Silk Touch came in more handy for mining and stuff, so I would get that. But I wasn't going to pay that much for trades anymore, so I was doing another raid really quick. I took a look at the scheme of the wood, blackstone, and smoothstone. I liked it, man. I gotta tell you, I did. I ended up with Bad Omen 5 for the first time, so this was going to be fun. At this point, I had my new keyboard and mouse set up, so I was playing with the scroll wheel here. It was really fun. I swear, as always, as soon as I go up to find them, they just drop right back down. I finished the raid, traded for Silk Touch, and put it on one of my perfect picks from the end cities. I also tried to hit myself with a regen arrow the villager threw at me, but I forgot my bow had flame. We're not going to talk about it. I went back to work on the new facility, and man, was this entrance looking so dope. Day 162, I was still working on the new facility, and I keep calling it that because it just doesn't have a name yet. I chopped down a bunch of acacia trees because I wanted to make my own custom tree. Or try, at least. I never did it before. Day 163, I made the tree, and I liked how it came out. I liked it, at least. I put some finishing touches on the entrance part of this build, and I gotta say, I was satisfied. I dug down the tunnels about 35 blocks deep, I think. Day 164, I went to find kelp. I made the water elevator, and everything worked well as expected. Next, I wanted to trade with the mending villager to see if his mastery trait was name tags, and lo and behold, they were. So I wanted to do some raids again really quickly to just buy a crap ton of that. I did the raids, and a bunch of zombies were dropping down, which was funny. They were attracted to the villager, but they couldn't get to him. I finished the raid and brought the ridiculous amount of totems and saddles up from the farm chest, and then I slept. Day 166, I traded for name tags, which was awesome, and I also got more mending because, you know, why not? One emerald each. Why not? I think I named the wrong Clementine. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I also named the mending villager Wallace. We named all of our family members, and I was getting ready to take Spencer and Nia up to the new facility. It would be my watch pets. Day 167, I spent the day getting a stack of shroom lights, and when I came back, there was a pack of elemental creepers. Did I actually just write? I wrote creepers. These are spiders, okay? But seriously, 3 of them? Really, Minecraft? Day 168, I started to make the beginning looks for the new facility. I mean, I know it's still the new facility. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. I went back to the Nether to get quartz, and I ended up getting some other things as well. Day 169, I returned to the overworld, and I decided on which wood I would use, and it came to crimson. Day 170, I checked all the achievements I had unlocked, and I wanted to get wither skulls when I saw that I left my red shulker box in the Nether. RIP. And I don't even know where. Then when I got there, I realized when I finally found the spot that I may have actually just thrown it in my chest without knowing. So yeah. So I was trying to travel back, but when I got to the fortress, I wanted to try to get skulls, but I realized I had no more food. So without thinking, I tried to fly, and yeah, that didn't go well. I got back safely and ate and slept. Day 171 through 172, I was almost ambushed by a creeper and a baby zombie. God, I hate those little things. I made an enclosure or a trader system for this villager because it would be too hectic trying to get him to take the job around the other villagers. I know this isn't the best, but you know, I only got 100 days to work with here, you know, and being out at night, it's not the best thing. And I'm not about to place just a crap ton of torches around here, so you know, I only had the days for the 100 days. Some nights I use some. Anyway, that's not the point. I finished the pen and made this cool looking entrance with some trapdoors that kind of resembled an actual trading station. I cycled until I found looting 3 for 18 emeralds. I was just gonna drop the enemies because I didn't want to waste time doing another raid right now. I went back to the fortress, and after only the second try, I got my first wither skull in this world. What luck! I got a second one on day 172 and the third one not long after that. I got some good luck here. Some badass luck. Some people kill for hours and get nothing, if one. Day 173, I was gearing up to fight the Wither. I was getting gapples, potions, and anything in between. I went to get some glowstone for potions and made strength 2. The Wither was in itself already like not that much of a boss fight, but I was ready. I was going to now head to the pillager outpost because it was thousands of blocks away. But in a fight with a ghast, the portal was closed. So I had to run and get flint and steel so I could light it again. Day 174, I dug down and entered a cave with diamondos. Damn. I haven't seen diamonds or in like forever. But I'll pick it up because, you know, it's diamond, why not? I went the other way because I didn't want to spawn this thing near a cave. You know, obviously nobody wants to do that. I don't want to lose this thing. And I found a good spot. Sadly, I forgot arrows and I had to go back to get some. When I got back, I suited up and set this monster up to be spawned. And the fight was on. I was throwing arrows at this guy back to back to back, and he just couldn't keep up. I was faster than him. Dude, I'm crits. I'm Mr. 200 days, right? It's soon to be. Fine. It's soon to be. Not yet. All right, whatever. And let me tell you, I know this title of the series is like a boss, but literally, we beat this wither like a boss. I got the Nether Star, another amazing achievement completed in hardcore Minecraft. I went home to sleep. Day 175 through 188, I tried to tame another cat, but that didn't work, and I don't know why. Maybe I had too many. I made the beacon itself, but I wouldn't use it yet. We have another iron farm to make in the future, so we can make a great beacon. I harvested crops and decided I would go farm more crimson wood and quartz to start the construction of the entire hallway of this new facility. I went to construct the facility after returning. I made the enchanting room by day 181, and this thing was looking so good. I mean, guys, look at this thing. I wanted to start getting ready to make the brewing room though, so I went into the nether to get some crimson wood. I also wanted to get nether brick because I had a really cool idea in my head. Day 182 through 184, I was getting a bunch of materials for the brewing room, like cauldrons, buckets, and funny enough, I wanted like 2 or 3 sheep inside little chambers, each with like bright colors to make it look all mad science like. I don't know, I got that kind of idea from a Minecraft post, leave me alone. I got the nether brick inside first, and then I put the crimson wood in for the walls. I came up with this little pattern out of nowhere. I thought it looked cool. I wanted the room to be like weird colors, and you know the crimson wood kind of has an animation to it. It's like veins, you know, so potions are weird, basically, so that's what I wanted the room to look like. By day 185, I was putting the finishing touches on the brewing room. Yeah, I killed 2 sheep by accident trying to get them up there. I'm sorry. I got some sheep in, and those 2 rooms were officially done. Day 186. I went to the nether because I wanted to find more netherite. I had no luck. Day 187, I made some TNT because my luck sucks. I only found 2, and I went back and stocked up on some wool and grabbed all spare beds because I wanted this full netherite armor at least. Day 188, I had almost no luck again, so I gave up. Because I wasn't about to spend these last 10 days or so doing this with this terrible luck. Hell no. Day 189, I farmed crops and broke my 6 diamond ore with my pick. Terrible drops, might I add. I was just having terrible luck back to back. Oh my god. It's almost like I had no fortune. I decided I would build a small beacon out of my emerald blocks because why not? What else are we gonna do? So I would do some more raids. Day 190, I was still getting bad omen, and I got 5, and I was on my way. The raid started, so now I just had to swing and wait. I finished it and slept because it was nighttime. Day 191. I did my trading with Hero of the Village 5, which was, god, that's crazy to think. Hero of the Village 5. And I made my beacon. God, it was great. And I got that achievement. Now I had to color it. So that's what I did. I did more trading. And by the way, I had no idea when you named a villager, their names actually popped up in the menu. That is so dope. Day 192, I successfully raided a piglin bastion that was like the hardest ever. I mean, what do they call this? Treasure, I think? I think it is. I think it's treasure. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below. Day 193 through 199. I literally just AFK'd at that creeper farm because I did all I wanted to do for this 200 days. Literally everything. I decided to leave it and fly back to the compound on 199. I made some fireworks with the dye and gunpowder I had on hand, and the sun started to set. I went to sleep and awoke slowly. Day 200. On the morning of day 200, I was so overjoyed. Most don't have the honor and the privilege to survive 100 days. Fair and square. But I did it. Twice. 200 days! Ladies and gentlemen, we would take flight and take another great picture for the books. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know down in the comments below. This has been such a joyride. I want to thank everybody for just being here with me and believing in me and choosing me to be your source of entertainment. 100 days changed everything for this channel, and hopefully 200 days will just keep the flow going. If you guys enjoyed this enough, maybe, just maybe, we will return to the Crits compound and test just how hardcore we really are.